Hello, new video. Quick update. I ended up recrafting my helmet as well. It's a Nightmare Basnet now. With Fractured Chaos, Armor, T1 attribute. I got lucky, again, as always. Hit T1 life, T1%, which is probably the best suffix I could get on that. And still Armor implicit, reduced mana, and Fist taking us fire. I'm also running a Arctic armor now. I had to drop a few bits. I could probably push to 100 as well. Just get this. You can get 12% on the charm as well, but those are expensive. I'm running this one already, which was cheap at the time, but these are like non-existent now. I don't think you could find a 12% for a reasonable price. Yeah, just on its own, the faded. Like Peacock, yeah, like 250 or something daft. So yeah, that's unreasonable. But it doesn't matter. I go on. I think I bought this one for like 10 div a week ago. So I just got lucky, I guess. Blood Rage, Precision, Defiance banner. Still running the no banner reservation, so that saves me like 20% life. Let's see. What does it say? It doesn't say, but yeah, it's about 20% life. It's worth it. Almost 3k. And then yeah, Arctic armor. You could run Blood and Sand still, which means you don't need as much reservation. But this one gives less physical damage taken, less fire taken while stationary, which stationary most of the time. I've also been playing around with Lightning Strike because it's actually just a 2-gem swap. We swap out Molten Strike and Slow Approach with Fast Approach. And it's actually not terrible. Let's just run a quick map. Finally done with fucking Altus. That took forever. So I've only got a few challenges left to do. Logbooks should be easy. I'll just need to buy them because I don't have that many. Spec them on a tree. And I still haven't found Trial Master. I don't know. I don't get how they're so rare, but yeah, it's just one of those. And I'll probably do level 100, either just 5-way or something, because that'll be the easier of the three. And I should bring it 40 for this league. Anyway, challenge. I'm still running hobbies. They're pretty good. Ether is better, just because we can run pretty much any mod on that. With Searing, Meteor still kill me, surprisingly. Just because if I pop like 5 of them at once, or there's some rippy mods on the map, it will kill me. And this one grants minus fire, minus chaos res, which is just deadly. We can't do any of those. Yeah, just a random rem up. What is this? Less curse effect, more AoE. That's my. Just want to show you this one. Tooltip 65. I should probably swap to Anger with this setup, but because it's lightning, we actually do enough fire and cold damage to get the Trinity every now and then. I'll show you a quick map. Oh yeah, one of the new helmet, new gloves. I can run Nimbus now, with my res being acceptable, which obviously 80, 82. I'll get +5 from Everlasting when we trigger Ghost Dance. So this will give us 3% of evasion, which will cap out the shield instantly, remove itself, and apply the buff. Just run Wildwood. Yeah, the only thing with this one is is actually the FPS, because we have so many projectiles. In theory, it's like 120 possible projectiles on the screen. Yeah, the FPS just doesn't like that. I think I dropped like 20 FPS and when I was spamming on the boss. Because he's getting cursed. All of those is splitting. All of that is returning. Yeah, there's just a lot of proj. It's not very FPS friendly. At least compared to like Molten Strike. yeah, let's just run this as lightning strike just to show you what it's like. Okay. Oh. Too fast. Pick up some remaining. Yeah, it's not gonna be much. It's gonna make 3k, 4k. Unlucky with the event. So this is just the trails. Anyway. In terms of mapping, I think this is better than Molten Strike. The damage is comparable, kind of, but because we gain so much more coverage and wall chains, it's, yeah, I would say it's like AoE version of the exact same build, and it's just 2 gem swap. So if you wanted to, you could just swap to Molten Strike for like bosses or something. And then yeah, Arctic Armor was stationary most of the time. So I think it's just a very good defensive aura for like, I think 80 mana reserved. Sure. And yeah, typically you would just hold right click and just whirling blades around the map. And again, thanks to multi-strike, mana is not really an issue. With Norwegian maps, the only thing is I'm still using the Noble Claw. I might just recraft it on a Gemini instead, just so I can run Norwegian easily. Yeah. FPS is definitely suffering. Let's look final boss. And I've also had some people ask me about Nimbus. It's definitely not mandatory. I've done like wave 30s without Nimbus and just use Returning Proj. It works just fine. And even better for this kind of swap, because you would only swap 1 gem instead. Mark down mobs. So yeah, it's not bad. It's not terrible. In theory, it should be less than Molten Strike, because Molten Strike would end up around 190 mil. Kind of, sort of. It's difficult to calculate because of projectile splits, overlapping AoEs and stuff. This is bridgestone. Damage. Just for comparison's sake, let's run a. Actually, I should have some. Yeah, that's about. Let's say let's just run 198. I can't remember what's on that. That should be safe mode to run. Just run the same for comparison. Still using the same task, Dying Sun, Tempraj. So get a base from Atlas and stuff, from passives. I'll get +2 from Dying Sun. And for Lightning Strike, it doesn't benefit us that much. The 2 projects nice, but we already have enough. Oh, this might be nice. Wisp run as well. Also, I'm using Blood Rage now as well, just to generate frenzies easier during the maps, because you don't always get to hit the oops, sorry about that. You don't always get to hit the marked enemy just because you're using mark on hit. I looked at some possible ways of applying a curse, but it's not really that easy. Spell Slinger is probably the best, but that's just more mana reservation, which is hard on this build. Give me more wisps. It's comparable. Was it 4.5? The previous map was, I think, 4. And then, yeah, the only thing is, FPS is much nicer from get-go. And instead of a massive screen-wide coverage, we get very small coverage, but it does a ton of more damage, because all of those projectiles are concentrated on a single target. So you'll be doing a lot more running after enemies sometimes with this one. Whereas the other one you can just stand still and it'll clear the entire screen eventually. Oh yeah, it's practically the same build. Nothing changes for us. It's just whichever you prefer, I guess. If you're never gonna do bossing, you might as well just play Lightning Strike all the time. And the chain, compared to like Fork, I think chain is fine. I say that because I'm Deadeye and I don't have too much of a choice. But you could drop it and instead run the farshot ascendancy, which would give you more damage, because the returning projectiles will deal a lot more as they come back to you, and with enough projectile speed, you'll feel much more powerful. The only thing is they would get like stuck on the walls and stuff, where wall chain is very nice for closed maps, because they can actually chain through walls if you have enough chaining range. So yeah, different playstyles, different skills, but the baseline for the build is practically the same. I was thinking if I can maybe somehow get more Magic Find into this, and I think it'd be difficult. I would have to drop at least 1 or 2 auras and swap over to Ventus. Ventus shouldn't be too hard. You could run Ventus with Returning Proj from the get-go, because obviously I've got Nimbus. I don't need second ring for minus mana and stuff. It's gonna spawn. There you go. In terms of boots, they should be fine as well. It's just we've got a lot of avoidance of them on them at the moment, so you would need to run more suppression with the jewel that grants us avoidance from suppression. So you'd have to make that work somehow. Don't bother with him. Been doing them so much lately that I just can't be asked even doing it. The rewards are okay at best, mostly from the prismatic catalysts. They sell for a lot at the moment. I think they're 25s each, and he'll often give you like an entire stack or more. Especially if you have the reward doubling spec'd on the Atlas. Yes. What else did I change? On my passives, I unspec'd this mastery, just because you'd probably have to change it between your skills. So unless you want to stick with just one, you can spec like less or more rot speed on that, which is good for both, but it's one or the other, depending on the skill. How do I? Oh, I've already done the boss. Yeah, so I think that's about it. Just trying to think what else I can improve. I would probably still stick with Puskars, but you might. Can you even? Yeah, I think you can get plus double implicit, so you might want to get like +1, +2, just to get even more out of Sniper's Mark. But it's high cost for low returns, so I wouldn't bother if I were you. It's just one of those things you can min-max at some point. So I was looking at this shield as well. I think this might be a decent alternative. What this means is basically take more fizz as lightning, or as lightning fizz are called, and you take that as fire instead, which is not bad. The problem with this, you'd still run Rakiata for 50. This would give you another 20 plus 70%, and then you need to get the 30% elsewhere, like your cold lightning. I think I've seen some people on PoE Ninja do something similar to that, so that's always an option. But yeah, it's an option if you don't want to use the shield for whatever reason. It's a bit clunky, but the way it's up at the moment, it works very well. The only thing is you need Ghost Dance to regen, or rather recover all of your energy shield to trigger the everlasting sacrifice on us, or +5 all max res. But yeah, I'll play around with it, get this leveled up to max. In theory, a best chest would be the 50% global defense fractured one. Probably same stats. But if you were to get that, I would benefit quite a bit. Also, at some point, you could swap to Magebot. The only thing is you'd need a Silver Flask for your Onslaught, because that's where you get this from. And you'd need Fortify on hit on a Charm, which would mean you lose one of the prefixes. You'd probably drop the Mark effect, to be honest. It doesn't matter that much. You would just lose like 1, maybe 2 split from the quality of this. Because right now it's 5 splits. I think I've got like close to 90 or 100% Mark effect. And I'm still looking for a better Megalomaniac. There is one that I've seen, I think like 30 div, which had Sublime, Determination, and Anger for like triple armor. Problem is, I don't run Anger, I run Wrath, so that doesn't help me much. But you could do that, and then if you were to go LS, you would swap Wrath for an Anger. So that'd give you a ton more armor, so you could maybe drop the 12% up here, like 3 passive points, or possibly change this armor on a helmet to Fist taking us fire as well, because you can get another 10% on this. But yeah, it's a good build. I've pretty much killed everything with it. Did all the Ubers. Found wave 30 on it, no problem. And then yeah, you've got a choice to swap to LS if you wanted to like just mob farm, basically. I think just mob farming would be better on LS. And we get like an 8 mod. Do I have a good one? But these are all terrible. No regen, hexproof, elemental avoidance. It's a bit nasty, but we should be able to do that. It's a C square. I don't want to make this video too long. Just because I don't think people would actually watch a very long video talking about a random build. Oh my god, it's terrible. Oh, this is middle though. Where's my event? What is that? Oh, troll shot. That was a loud noise effect. Come on. I need more orbs. Give me your orbs, please. Okay. That's one good event. And yeah, the reason you would run Anganes is for Trinity. We do enough elemental damage to not be an issue, but if you maybe didn't have as good of an elemental elsewhere, you might be suffering. Thankfully, it is just a gem swap. Oh, I don't have anyone. Okay. And then yeah, I would run Gemini just for mana, because we still leech it, it's fine. But the gain on the claw would be much nicer. I think it's like 20 each or 24 each. It's very nice wisp actually. This is 6k, 5.6. Oh, there we go. Yeah. No mana is a quick way to get yourself killed, because we do need that leech. We do need to be hitting enemies. Also, I need to get Awakened Wed. I don't have it at the moment. I sold off at some point. And yeah, struggling with FPS. Easily dropping below like 40. Stop. Actually, fuck it. I'll loot at the end. Just kill all this. Okay, the screen is just entirely filled with projectiles. What do we have? Yeah, okay, take that. More altars. Take that. Sure. I can't see anything. Is that yeah, hobby's dead. Let's go to another one. I'm still running hobbies. I think they're a very good source of money. Did that drop? Oh, I think it dropped. A fraction shot. Precisely what I'm talking about. These are like over div now. I think entire orb sells for like 23, 24. It looks like it's only gonna go up from here, so if you weren't running hobbies already, you should be. They don't cost that much to add to your Atlas tree. And even then you can run a Scarab, you can run a Sextant. It's just free money. And it's nice to hear the think of the fracturing up. I dropped a mirror shard. Those sell for even more now. Mirrors are like almost 800, depending on time of day and supply. And yeah, I'm running Ancestral Protector, but most of the maps you don't even get to drip it down. There's a 2 rupee for him to survive. But yeah, it's pretty nice. And then if you ever do like a boss or something you can kill, I'll Simulacrum and swap to Molten Strike. Anyway, I'll end it here. If you have any questions, just drop me a message as always. I'll pop a POB to what this is at the moment. You can find me on PoE Ninja as well. Take care, see you later.